So, hey guys, Chauso here. And yeah, I finally have a proper microphone now, so hopefully the audio quality will be better from now on. Not in all videos though, like for GARP Challenge, I've already pre-recorded all of the 20 videos this month. But yeah, aside from that, hopefully better quality. But yeah, we are going to look at the new Legend Bonney batch. And yeah, shoutouts to Matt for compiling all of the info here on the Discord server, and of course to Koala-san for all the translations, and to OCP for posting the ink. We can take a look since we're here. I am not a fan of ink in general, and honestly, this is pretty mid. It's basically some water effects, like it's completely irrelevant to Bonney. I usually like the level 1 inks more since it's a bit more discreet and doesn't add some unnecessary fluff in the same way that the level 2 does. But yeah, we're not going to talk about ink. First we have Law Shopper. JP getting 2 old global firsts. The interesting thing with Law Shopper is that they are the first unit with a super switch. So now we know a bit more about how the mechanic can work, and yeah, it basically works as we guessed. It's a gauge that fills as you swap, and the condition to activate the super switch on Law and Chopper is that you swap them 6 times. And yeah, as I also predicted, and yeah, it's a pretty easy prediction, the super swap is basically the swap but buffed up, so it's almost like a normal special. So yeah, you see on Law Shopper, normally their swap reduces 1 turn of paralysis and randomizes all non-matching orbs. The super swap reduces 3 turns of paralysis and changes all orbs to matching, and that's obviously a lot better and has good synergy with their special. So yeah, with the super swap added to the special, you can remove 6 turns of paralysis, 3 turns of despair, do some nice healing, and of course get a full board of matching orbs. So yeah, Law Chopper are going to be a lot better units on JP now, and hopefully we also get this buff when JP Annie comes to global. My main issue with the super swap mechanic is that the way it works right now, it will always be the same unit of the duo who gets the super swap. Like as you see, the condition here is 6 switches. So you start on Law, and then 1 switch to Shopper, swap to Law 2, swap to Shopper 3, swap to Law 4, swap to Shopper 5, and swap to Law 6. So when you go back to Law for the first time, you get the super swap, and yeah, there's no way to get this super swap with Shopper. And yeah, I'm really not a fan of that. There is an easy solution to this. Let us choose which of the duo we can start in each battle. So if we can start with Chopper, then at least we can get access to super swap with Chopper. So that's a little bit better at least. Obviously I like getting more buffs to duo units, but I'm just a bit of iffy about the implementation. But yeah, JP are also getting the raid Usopp and Chopper. Some minor changes, special is a bit better, the multiplier is a bit better. I don't think we need to spend much time here. Their viability didn't increase that much, in my opinion. So yeah, let's look at the free-to-play units now. We won't stay too long with them either. Strength Barto. And yeah, the best part of him, in my opinion, is that he changes all orbs to recovery at the start of the battle. He has -5 CD reduction, so yeah, just 8 CD special. And yeah, he doesn't do that much. Reduces on chain, reduces 4 turns of death up, adds some chain boost. And yeah, you get... and you can get a bit more to the chain if you eat recovery orbs and get some damage reduction. Like, it's a nice unit, but yeah, nothing special. The same can be said about the Cavendish. At least Cavendish removes chain lock, which is more useful in general, but he removes resilience, which is less useful as well. And yeah, he also has an attack boost, which is nice, of course. And yeah, if you eat enough recovery orbs, you get -1 CD to the crew as well. But it feels like a harsh condition, like It should have just been a higher attack boost, in my opinion, have the -1 CD all the time. But yeah, he also has CD reduction -6, so it's just 6 CD, so yeah, Cavendish is probably the more viable one, but yeah, I always take more options, and of course Cavendish also has the Bartle support, so he can reduce some para as well, so that's nice. Moving on, we're getting into the rare recruit batch. I think most people will think that X-Drake is the best of the batch, which I can understand since he has double special. But in my opinion of double special units, his special isn't that great. But of course, double special in itself is very good, so you'll see some use just because of that. But yeah, X-Drake special reduces 3 chance of paralysis, burn, and blindness, and gives a 1-turn color affinity boost by 1.75 times. So yeah, it's fine. Like, you can remove some para. The main problem with him is that burn and blindness are stuff that often do not need to be removed. But of course, when you do want to remove burn, then a unit like this will be very nice since you rarely get a lot of turns of burn. And apart from removing the burn, you can also get some extra damage. So of course, that's nice. And you can also use him to remove like para or get extra damage on another turn. So that's his main use, in my opinion. So yeah, moving on. And we have Hawkins, and yeah, I don't really get the point here. Like, this does not feel like a 2021 rare recruit, in my opinion. So yeah, Hawkins reduces 5 turns of despair and 5 turns of attack down. And he also reduces 3 turns of threshold damage reduction. And if you overhealed over 10,000 HP during the run, you boost orbs by 2 times, otherwise by 1.75 times. And yeah, this is my main issue with this unit. It's that, firstly, that he only reduces threshold damage reduction by 3 turns. That's just so weird. Like, why is that 3 and not 5? Obviously, removing attack down is nice, and yeah, when you get attack down and the spear together, he will be useful. But yeah, also this overheal thing, like, I get why they want to add stuff with overheal. Remember, this is not the heal over max HP overheal. This is the V1 annual type of overheal, where they count all HP you heal when you're at max HP. So yeah, meeting the requirement won't be that hard. It's just 10k. But the only benefit for meeting the requirement is a slightly bigger orb boost. It just feels so tacked on, honestly. If the benefit was bigger, then I'd see the point of this unit more, but yeah, basically it's just another Hawkins unit, and you can put some of the good support Hawkins has and remove some stuff, so yeah, it's not bad. And of course, having offensive utility and defensive utility in one special will be nice, so yeah, there will be content where this guy is good, and of course he has slot bind, which is also nice. But yeah, he's just not that impressive, but will be good to have. Finally, we have Apu. He's probably my favorite new rare recruit. It's a bit weird that he's Dex though, since it's mostly an int batch and Bonney is mainly an int booster. But yeah, Apu does a lot of cool stuff actually. You get 3 turns of a bit of a healing. For 3 turns, your crew will treat all color orbs as beneficial. That's actually really good. You reduce 5 turns of bind. You reduce 5 turns of rainbow shield. And if you overheal 15,000 or more, you can also extend attack boost by 1 turn. So yeah, what I like about this Apu is that he is very versatile. He has a lot of skills in his special, and a lot of what he does is pretty unique. So he brings a lot of new stuff you can do to the table, like making orbs beneficial is actually more useful than people give credit for, since you can use it both to ignore dealing with orb manipulation specials, and you can use it to avoid non-beneficial orbs from enemies, so there's a lot of good uses for it. Usually beneficial orb specials are more limited too. Usually it's like, oh, this color gets all beneficial orbs, or these classes, but Apu is every unit for 3 turns treats all orbs as beneficial. And as you see, Apu is Free Spirit too, so if you do like a Free Spirit slasher team with Oro Jackson, you get tandem and recovery matching, and his special will make all the other orbs matching. So yeah, that's not bad at all actually. And yeah, then some nice utility on top of that with removing bind and 5 turns of Rainbow Shield can be a useful combo to have. And yeah, he also has the V1 NL overheal kind of thing. So 15,000 sounds like a lot, but honestly, it doesn't have to be. At least if you stall for specials, like you heal with sockets, you heal at least 1k HP every turn. If you run something like Oro Jackson, that's 2k. So in just 8 turns, you've already overhealed that. And of course, there are more ways to heal than sockets, so I don't think it will be that bad, honestly. And if you do that, you get utility extending attack boost for 1 turn. Obviously, I wish it was 2 turns, since this Apu will have been like a god tier re-recruit if that was the case. 1 turn more balanced. My main issue is I've not really done a lot of research beforehand of potential units you can pair up with this. But yeah, obviously stuff like maybe Stampede Frankie for a Dex team. You can make him 2 turns attack into 3 turns. There are probably a lot more examples. But yeah, obviously that as utility, since you use 1 attack boost, maybe for stage 4, you also get beneficial orbs, remove some debuffs, and you can also bring that attack boost to the last stage. So yeah, very cool. I'm a fan of this Apu, for sure. And yeah, let's look at the legend of the batch, Bonney. I do like the artwork, especially the 5-star artwork. The 6-star is a bit whatever. But yeah, Bonney, fighter free spirit, and I really wish she was a fighter free spirit legend, but she is an int focus legend. That's my only complaint with this unit, really. Otherwise, she's very good. So yeah, Bonney might be one of the hardest units to rainbow, because you need hunger, you need fear, and you need healing reduction, and that's a very unused mechanic, and most of the time when it's used you get 99 turns of it. So, but yeah, the most common content with that right now is Duffy 2, and she will actually be nice with that, since she lets you handle the Virgo stage in a bit more ways, since usually you can't heal there because of the healing reduction for 2 turns. But Bonney removes that, and you can do some other stuff that stage, so that will be cool to see teams with. But yeah, let's look at Bonney's captain. In characters, 4.5 times attack, 5 times attack with recovery orb. All other characters get 3.75 times attack. Crew treats recovery orbs as beneficial. And characters attacking with type advantages will get a recovery orb. And yeah, very cool captain ability, but if this was just fighter free spirit instead of int, and all other units also get 3.75 times attack, she had been amazing. Now she's still good, but due to being int focused and the other units just getting 3.75 times attack, she will lean more towards being an int captain. She can definitely beat other content too, but yeah. And I want to note with Bonney that she's not a unit you should run double captain most of the time. It's a bit like Lufisaurus, she has similar mechanics to that, in that you run 1 Bonney to get access to all her amazing captain abilities things. And then you can run another unit that can provide some other stuff like buff, other mechanics. So yeah, she's really made to combine with other units. We can talk about some examples later, but let's look at the special. So yeah, Bonney special reduces 10 turns of Orb Seal and Special Seal on crew. Gives -1 seal to crew. For 1 turn, reduce death to 0 of all enemies. Changes empty block badly mashing orbs to recovery. For 1 turn, boost attack of int characters by 2.5 times. And the more recovery orbs, the higher chain lock you get. 0 to 7, recovery orbs is 3 times. 8 to 14 is 3.25 times. And 15 recovery orbs is 3.5 times. So yeah, lots of stuff going on here. Obviously, the most unique mechanic is removing 10 turns of Orb Seal. This is the only special in the game that can remove Orb Seal, and that will allow a lot of new strategies to a lot of old and coming content. And yeah, other than that, she does so much. She can be run for so many different reasons, like you also remove Special Bind by 10 turns. You give speed reduction. Her sailors resist both Special Rewind and Special Bind. You also reduce Death to 0. Like, that's so random. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with the rest of her kit. It's just another bonus on top of all the other stuff. She also has some Orb Manip. And of course, boost attack of int characters. And like, even if you run her as a sub on a team where she's the only int unit, that basically means she herself gets 2.5 times attack, which can be nice for like a mini boss or other stuff. And yeah, she can also give a chain lock, and even if you don't run a team focused on eating recovery orbs, it's still a 3-point chain lock at minimum. So yeah, and that will increase the damage of all units, even outside of int teams. So yeah, that's really a cool bonus. So yeah, amazing special overall, both as captain and as a sub. We see used in a lot of teams, not just in teams. And yeah, her super type, you have to have one of the supernovas on the team. And when you use her super type, you change all orbs to recovery, reduce 3 turns of fear, that's Sailor Despair, and give herself -1 CD and makes all int characters super type. So yeah, her special has pretty nice synergy with her super type special has nice synergy with her normal special. You change all orbs to recovery. This means that you can use her special if you want to change block orbs to recovery. And if you want to change it otherwise, if you don't have empty block or battle matching, you can use the super type and you turn all orbs into recovery. This can also be useful since, you know, she has the Lufisaur mechanic of getting recovery. She gets recovery orbs when she's against affinity. So let's say one stage doesn't have a lot of Psi enemies, so you aren't getting a lot of recovery orbs for free. When you go into the next stage, you can just get a free row of recovery orbs with the super type special. And yeah, removing fear is pretty nice. 3 turns, that's usually the standard amount. And it doesn't just remove it for her, it removes it for the whole crew. So she's the only unit in the game who can also remove fear for every unit. Super cool. And of course it has nice synergy with her special bind removal. So yeah, very solid overall. She also has a cool support, attaches to all the supernovas. Final stage, you change the orb to recovery, reduce 2 turns of special bind, just for 1 unit though. And recovery orbs get beneficial for 1 turn. Very cool special with support. We'll see quite a bit of use. So yeah, I like to talk a bit about how to use her, and honestly the biggest use case is pairing her up with versus Big Mom in some way, either as one of 2 captains or versus Big Mom on the crew. There are lots of stuff you can do, but yeah, obviously super great synergy since Bonney lacks the bulk. Really, she has no bulk. Big Mom has a lot of bulk. Bonney gives Big Mom a lot of recovery orbs. Big Mom makes it so you can even hit perfect and eat recovery orbs. Big Mom also lets you turn recovery orbs into Semla. And yeah, both are in, so you can use something like Megalo, so you can get Semla orbs, you can lock them and keep them for a bit of a time too. So yeah, they have very good synergy, and of course Bonney is attack and chain lock, Big Mom is first attack, then the turn after she's orb boost, so they help each other with damage too. So yeah, very good, cool synergy, and of course if you run more mixed teams, Big Mom gives a lot more attack to Psi and strength units. So that's very cool. And yeah, otherwise you can also get, like, you can also run Big Mom on crew, and you get a lot of the same benefits. And you can pair Bonney up with another captain, like maybe We for Law. And We for Law, of course, helps with the super type condition as well. And you get the spear immunity too. So yeah, There are some cool stuff you can pair Bonney with. Those are the main obvious ones. But in the end, Bonney is a rainbow captain. So you can pair her up with other stuff. But obviously, she benefits the most as captain with being on a mostly int team. So yeah, definitely a cool legend. Sadly, her Sugo is very bad on JP. But yeah, definitely something to get down the road. Like, her sub potential is absurd. And of course, I've argued a lot for versus Big Mom probably being the best captain in the game, even on JP. And this is an incredible buff to versus Big Mom too. So yeah, Bonney is kind of insane actually. And yeah, I look forward to seeing the JP players play around with her. And yeah, I look forward to getting her when the time comes. But yeah, I've talked long enough now. Thanks for hearing me out, guys. See you next time.